Welcome back. Equity markets are having a quiet morning. Let's find out what's the latest in the world of commodities. We have Manisha with us in the studios now. Manisha, what's captivating your imagination this Monday?
Well, the energy markets really, because that is where we've seen a lot of movement come in the previous week with a very, sharp decline that we've seen across energy board, whether it has been crude prices, natural gas, heating oil, almost everything. So for the crude oil prices, we've seen 5% of a decline in the previous week, and we've opened Asia 0.5% on a weaker note. That tells you that you're trading at a 2-month lows for the WTI and the Brent prices also. All eyes on the US and Russia presidents meeting in Alaska on 15th of August. As of now, the US is pushing for a ceasefire. It has been doing that for some time. While on the other side, Russia is demanding territorial concessions. Russia has been hit with 18 packages of sanctions from European Union and various sanctions from other countries, including US as well. So that's exactly what they're asking for. Well, at this point in time, there also is threat about secondary sanctions on buyers on crude oil. For example, India, China and Turkey. That is the reason these countries and most of the global markets really will be watching out for this event and the statements coming in from there as well. There also are concerns that the US tariff could slow down crude oil demand going forward. That seems to be weighing onto the markets as well. OPEC and Plus, while they have continued to increase production and until the month of September, but the latest numbers show that the OPEC and allies are pumping less than the newly increased output. On paper, it's 2.5 million barrels per day. But when you look at the last couple of months, the kind of increase that they should be doing is not happening. That perhaps could be supportive for the prices. The markets also have seen some support in sense of the China crude oil stocks. For the second quarter, we've seen 82 million barrels of an increase therein. So China clearly seems to be collecting inventory there. And then the Europe oil stocks are down 9% of the 5-year average. You also are looking at US stocks down 5-year of the average as per the seasonal markets there. So these are a couple of factors that actually could be giving some support to the markets. But at this point in time, as I said, all eyes on geopolitics and tariffs, and some easing of stress could be coming in from that. I also want to take you through on what natural gas prices seem to be doing. A big move coming in here. We've seen nearly 5% of a decline previous week. It's trading 3% down in the Asian markets right now. The production growth is much higher at around 6 billion cubic feet per day, while the demand growth at 3.3. The street also is looking at the kind of inventories that European markets are holding, and that is weighing on. Bank of America, interestingly, has cut natural gas price expectation to below $3 per MMBTU for the fourth quarter as well. And the last plate should show you on what we've done in sense of prices for crude and natural gas as well. So in the last month, we've seen crude decline by 5%, but natural gas was down 15%. And in this year until now, we are negative in the double digit for both of these commodities. But this is going to be a very interesting week. You have so much events, so much data and so much statements anticipated as well. To begin with, you have the U.S. inflation numbers coming in, CPI and PPI, both of these in this week. 12th August is deadline for U.S. and China tariff truce. Whether we get an extension on that is something that the street will watch out for. And then U.S. and Russia presidents meeting in Alaska on 15th of August is going to be a very important event. And moving forward, it is going to be about the U.S. Fed Reserve Jackson Hole Symposium. That's from 21st to 23 August. A lot of statements anticipated out of this as well. So promises to be a very interesting week ahead.
Okay, and if there is a peace deal on Friday, I think oil prices fall a little bit if it happens. Manisha, thank you very much for that.